Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here tonight. I know it's late night, but it's been a long time since we had story time. This is Joanna with Story Time. This old lady talk. Hey, you guys, first press the like button and come on in. As you see, we have StreamYard tonight, and it is live. But first, I'm going to tell a story. Then, after I'm done with my story, you can join me either on the screen, or you can just keep continuing to sending up your comments, and you can comment as I tell the story. But I'm going to tell the story. I won't even comment on your comments, if you know what I mean. Listen, you guys. The name of this story is Should You Get Permission from Your Spouse? I'm going to say spouse because that's the only way this could fit. Should you have to get permission from your husband to invite a guest into your home? So that's the big question. For those who don't know me, and this is your first time dropping by to visit me or to join us on this broadcast, I do recaps. I do recaps on reality TV. I tell news and just spill tea, hot tea, cool tea. Some of it burning hot tea, but everything is alleged because I don't know these people. I didn't get it firsthand. It's like trickled down, just like tea trickle down your throat. Well, that's how I serve it, hot or cold. But look, tonight I'm gonna go ahead on and tell you this story because don't forget the story box is still up. If you go to my website, which I will put up my website address, and then you could DM me. You can shoot me an email if you have a story for me to tell. I never reveal your name. I don't tell where you're from, your race, creed, or color, any of that stuff. I just tell stories. And so, yes, and so this is going to be a story about two friends, um, and one of them got married. Both they were not only were they friends, they grew up together in the same town. They, uh, you know, grew up together, graduated from high school together, graduated from college together. There was one different. One went on to get higher education than her friend. Her friend just got stopped at her master's degree, and the other one went on to pursue higher education. And she travels the world abroad and everywhere. So yeah, and she even was in this woman's wedding. So as the maid of honor. And so, honey, let's get on into the story. And I put the my website down there. I mean, in the comment section where you can leave your stories. And like I said, you can, and it's got all my P.O. box, and you can write your story. I check my P.O. box regular. So I would, when I get stories, I read them. Dissect them. I get them and I make them, ready for entertainment purposes like that. Information and entertainment, because these are stories. You can learn a lot from these stories. Okay, now, like I said, these two women, they were best friends. They grew up in the same city. one just got a little higher education than the other, because one married. Okay, and so she stopped at her master's degree. She didn't quite finish her master's, but she was in the master's program. And then, lo and behold, she got married. That usually happens. But anyone, the other one chose to keep her moving. And that's what she did. All right. And so then, like I said, they went to the same church and all this kind of stuff. Now, this young lady, I'm not gonna, when they write me, she wrote first just for advice. And here was the advice before she told me this long, drawn out story, which I'm going to like shorten it down for you tonight. She said, Miss Joanna, was I wrong for not asking my husband permission to have company, to have permission that my best friend, my sister, in the house to come visit, and she just was going to be staying for 2 days, and I haven't seen her since da. And I told the young lady, being a Christian woman myself, I say, you were dead wrong. I say, and it ain't about the scripture about the man being the head and all this other stuff. It's about the marriage itself. You and your husband are as one. And you would not, I don't think she would have been so happy if she came home one day from work and found cousin JoJo in there playing a game, and he say, oh, JoJo gonna be staying for 2 or 3 days because he just passing through. So I asked her to put the shoe on the other foot, and there's no other way to look at it but just that. How would you feel if you came home one day from work and cousin JoJo was in there in the family room playing video games, and your husband just break out and say, oh, he called me, he was at the airport, he was in the town, and I told him, oh, come on over and drop on by. Just only be 3 days. You can hang out with us. And I ain't even picked up the phone to call my wife. None of that. I say, how would you have felt? All right. So this was after the fact. So the young girl, she gonna ask me this after the fact. This lady invited her girlfriend. She done went to the job, talked to all the people on the job. I don't understand why they're like, now don't take offense if anybody on here is gay or anything like this, but she specifically said that her gay friend, guy, kind of convinced her that if he's any kind of man, your friend is his friend. Let me tell you this, honey. Your gay friend is not married to your husband. And there are certain rules. If you going biblical and you and him both in the church, you have rules and stuff that you are under, you're living under. You know, it ain't about, who did wear the biggest pants and all this. It's that how he gonna give you advice on how to be a wife. That's what I'm saying. So that right there, I told her that was wrong. You should, if anything, called another married woman and asked her. Okay, now moving right along. So anyway, she done this way all the way the rubber met the road. She didn't go to work that day. She's still shaking in her boots after they was coming down on her and all like that the day before at work and said, oh, you done messed up. Now you should tell your girlfriend, come on, sis, but first go on to the hotel and let because I didn't tell my husband and that was wrong. She would have understood that than what you put her through. What I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Okay, so she didn't tell her girlfriend. She still didn't say nothing, and but her husband knew that she didn't go to work and everything. So he calling back and forth to the house, and still didn't say nothing about this girl. All right, come time for the husband. She done cooked dinner. She did everything right. Dinner was cooked. Everything. Big old dinner. You know why? Because her girlfriend was coming. It wasn't back cause for her husband. She she cooked that big old dinner, y'all, for her girlfriend. Because she was coming from out of town, and her girlfriend she could cook. She coming from a family of they known to throw down, this girl family, and she know that girl can cook. Honey, she threw down. Her husband come in the house, he could smell it from down the street, and he say, that's my wife cooking now. He could smell it. And so, like right now, I don't even know if anybody hear me or not. So if anybody hear me, if you hear me, if I got my mic on, if anything, just put a thumbs up or anything on there. Or if I have a moderator that's waiting by, could you maybe give me a call on the phone, on the telephone? Call me by landline. Call me on the phone. Let me see. Because I don't see like nobody is here. But anyway, let me go on. So anyway, anyway, honey, the man said, ooh, I know that is my wife cooking. I know that is my wife cooking because I could smell it. And he know his wife cooking. Everybody knows their wife cooking. And so, anyway, let me see. You are live. You on Facebook. No, I don't want to view on Facebook. But anyway, she said that when her husband walked in the door, he was so happy. He said, "Ooh, I can smell your cooking all the way down the street." And anyway, he said, I can smell your cooking all the way down the street. Honey, she had a look on her face, and she told her husband, she said, I got something to tell you. And she said in her heart, she didn't figure that he would mind because he did know the girl. Matter of fact, he went to school with the girl and all that. That wasn't the point. The point was that the man did not know that the girl was coming, that there was going to be company coming or anything like that. So, after a while, the phone rang. Her phone rang. And it was the girl. And the husband was standing by. Matter of fact, the husband told her to put it on speaker. The husband asked her to put it on speaker. So she put the phone on speaker. And the girl say, hey, I made it. So how we going to do this thing? You going to come pick me up from the airport, or how we going to do it? She say her husband screamed so loud and said, you gonna catch the bleeping Uber like everybody catch around here when they come from the airport. So she was like thrown back. The friend was thrown back for a minute. And she say, oh, no problem. I could take the Uber. I could take the Uber. And so she took the Uber and she went to the house. But then she had said to herself, the girl did, when they talked about it, she said that, maybe I'm going to not stay here. This is too much. And so when the man got out to help the lady with getting her suitcase out, she didn't have but one suitcase or two. And it was the weekend, I believe. Yeah, that's what she said. It was the weekend. And come on in, Linda. Thank you. I put everything up. So, and that's the new, I guess it gives you a new number every time you come in. Hey, Britt. Hey, come on in, everyone. I'm telling my story, so just hang tight. And so after the lady finally got there and everything, and the husband was cursing all in the background, telling her to take a Uber like everybody else do, is catch an Uber. And so anyway, she did that. She I want to do a avatar. Uh, mm, ba 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 ba. Okay, I'm just checking around, you guys. Okay, dokie, I'm just checking around. Anyway, um, okay, let me get back to it. So anyway, the lady was feeling some kind of way, you guys. And she says, told the girl, let me show you your room. When she said that, let me show you your room, the husband went off. The husband went off on the lady. He say, what room are you talking about? Show who what room? So she say, the room that my friend's going to be sleeping in. I'm going to show her the room. And she say, I wanna show her the room. And honey, I wouldn't have, if I was that girl, ain't no way that I would have stayed there after I heard what I heard him say. I wouldn't have stayed there, but she stayed. And anyway, she told they had dinner after she showed the woman her room and all this right here. They got to the dinner table, and the man decided he'll preach a sermon at the dinner table. Before the woman could get all comfortable and seated at the dinner table and everything, this man decided he wanted to have a sermon. He wanted to do a sermon. He wanted to tell this woman about being submissive and how that she is a single woman and my wife is a married woman. I didn't know you were coming, and y'all grew up in the same church. They say he went there. He went there everywhere that he could go, he went. And so anyway, so finally, after it was over, they got up, and women, they proceeded to the kitchen. They went to the kitchen. There he was, calling everybody and his cousin. They report what his wife had done to him, and it was loud. He was not trying to muffle his voice. He was embarrassing this woman, and he treated her like a child right in front of everyone. He treated her like a child. And so when I say submissive, remember I say there's certain types of submission when it comes down to marriage. It does not, just because the Bible says submission, it does not make you a second-class citizen in no way. Even everything needs to have a leader. A family needs to have a leader. A group need a leader. A channel have a host. Everything needs somebody to lead. So they've taken this way out of content when it come down to submission. And so that's how that was about that. So it wound up that this man, he really talked to this woman in such a way that it went far left to the left, honey. It almost damaged the relationship between the two ladies because she was trying to tell her girlfriend about that's what what he was saying was right and all this him. And she said that after all of that, because she had plenty of money now. Don't get me wrong, the girlfriend had plenty of money. It was the wife that actually told her, I would not have you staying in the hotel when I live in this house, but in this state. But then here, you didn't even tell your husband I was coming. So that made it really bad on her to do such a things like that. And so that's the story. That's the end of that story. Is um yeah, that's the end of that story. That was the girl, you know. So what do y'all think about? Anybody got anything to say about that? If you want to be an avatar, if you did hear the story, that I just put the link up there. Use the link and come into the chat room. You can use the you can use come into the chat room, and that way I can see if you are working. Why don't you come into the chat room? Because that's the end of the story. But then guess what? Guess what happened? I'll tell you what happened when you come on. Because something happened between the two ladies after the lady got back to her destination. I'm going to tell you guys what happened. And I'm going to move myself from this screen. When you are married, I don't care how old you are. Age has nothing to do with this. You should know if you been raised up and you have a mother and a father. even if you don't have a mother and a father, that is common. That's just common courtesy that you discuss whoever come in your house um, with under your husband's roof. Yeah. And if you as the friend, um, you as the friend decides that um, and you as the friend decides that you want to still go to the house, you could go. But to still go to the house, this is what I'm saying. After you hear the husband making your girlfriend put you on speakerphone and put you on speakerphone. Hold on. Immediately after she returned home, her girlfriend went on every social media broadcast there was, and she pumped her husband up like he was the best husband in the world. She told the world how God had blessed her with such a kind man that she really loved her husband, and how good of a man and what a true blessing he is from God himself. Yes. After making her girlfriend, oh yeah, the girlfriend could not stand it after day one. She did tell them bye-bye. She got a hotel, a 5-star hotel, and she didn't go back to the house, and neither did she, because she even was telling her to come and meet her at the hotel. And guess what the husband said? What hotel? Where back? Who going to a hotel to meet who? So she couldn't even go to the hotel to lay at the pool, to talk to her friend, or none of that. That was all over with. So she went home. She came in the town, and her friend did not give her a heads up that she had an idiot for a husband, or somebody that misunderstood the whole situation, cursed her out, told her to get a Uber like everybody else and come to his house, and then even told the lady, oh, you thought that she cooked this food for you? She cooked like this all the time for me. He was lying. She didn't cook like that every day for him. But he said it right in front of his wife, and honey, she didn't correct him either. Well, that's how the story went. And she asked my advice, and I told her, yes, she should have talked to her husband. And when she saw her husband was not going for it, I would have right away told my girlfriend to get a hotel. That's how that went. Well, you guys, nobody wants to come on live and chat with me tonight. And I had, let me see, did I invite anybody on? I think I did. I know I'm live. I know I'm that. So, okay. So that's about it. I did invite. I'm not going through all of that, honey. Right there is what I sent. And that right is there what I sent right there. Copy and paste. And that is I put it on there. And that's it. Yeah, you guys. So that's it for tonight. That was the story. And yeah, she went home and she went all on social media telling the world what a great husband she had, and he was not like she said he was. And the girlfriend knew it straight off. So I hope you all enjoyed the show, the story. This was story time on Monday Night Live. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye.